Welcome to Grab Your Gear, the week of 4th of July. A lot of people taking Friday off. We, of course, will have a show on Friday. We will not have one for the 4th of July, but Friday, just so everybody knows, the 5th of July is kind of well, it's actually the 7th of July. It's kind of a holiday here at Grab Your Gear. That's when we celebrate Tinfoil Ted's 30th birthday over and over and over again. And of course, the observation of that birthday is on July 5th this year, which a lot of companies and offices around the country are closed that day in honorance of that, anyhow. It's kind of like Juneteenth, but it's not. And that's something we take very seriously here at Grab Your Gear. Your birthday is what I meant
Yes,
by that.
absolutely.
So happy pre-birthday. Also,
Thank
we
you.
would like those of you who want to celebrate Tinfoil Ted to join our community. 855-290-9499. Text that number. Text the word join, become part of the community. And then we'll want a lot of people to text their best wishes to Tinfoil Ted on the 5th, which is the birthday observance day. And maybe we'll raffle something off in honor of your birthday. I don't
That sounds
know.
good.
I don't know. Maybe a container of tinfoil. Also, you can catch us on our YouTube channel and Instagram and TikTok. And I would look at all of those because we are adding content every day. And catch Joe Stanton, one of our contributors, doing a great job. A couple of more contributors joining us down the road. We have a leisure segment starting from a gentleman, I believe, who works in a steel mill, but he likes to
Perfect.
grill.
Love that.
Yeah, I do too. Welcome, Ted. Of course, we do our brief look at the news on a daily basis as part of our programming here. And by the way, a long form interview is also something we tend to do once a week. That probably not going to do this week just because a lot of people we
It's a
want to
little
talk to
crazy,
are
a
on
little busy.
vacation. Well, a lot of people went on vacation. This is a
Yeah.
big vacation week. When I worked in media, like regular media, the 4th of July week was one where they just closed the whole place. They
There's
just
no point of being there because
Yeah, it was a
everybody's out.
it was a gimme.
Yep.
Anyhow, now, wanna talk about stories that kinda catch our eye. I have 3,
Sure.
you have 2.
Yep.
Why don't you give me your first story? I'm just kinda curious what caught your eye.
Well, one of the first ones is kind of it's interesting given the timing of the news. The ESPYs is giving the Pat Tillman Award for service to a British guy. And who is it? A son of the royal family. Well, not technically anymore.
Hmm,
Prince
okay,
Harry.
so you gotta watch. Let's, just makes my head blow.
Former
So,
Prince Harry, excuse me. It's just
just
he's just Harry now.
so they don't give it to an American.
Not an American,
Okay.
and especially like the week of the 4th of July where when we canceled Great Britain 1776. We
Yes.
canceled them. You're done. And
Okay,
they give
so
it to
there
a Brit.
let's
Former.
go through the top 3 reasons this is stupid. 1, he's British. 2, it was
Well, it's
obviously
supposed
just to try to draw attention
yes.
to themselves, and I have 3rd, it's stupid.
Well, it's kind of like an award I think that you can kind of like pay for. The
Of
remember
course it is.
when Caitlyn Jenner won the Arthur Ashe Courage Award back in like 2016 or something. Um, but
Yeah.
the guy who is nominated for the Arthur Ashe Courage Award was a guy. His name was Gleason. He played for the Saints in the early 2000s, and he had that punt block in the Saints' first game back in the Superdome after Hurricane Katrina that kind of sparked their Super Bowl win. Um, but he battled ALS in I think it started in like 2015 or 16 and has done a lot of work with veterans, with people with ALS. So he is a very deserving award winner. Is the guy who's winning the Arthur Ashe? I think it's Brendan something Gleason.
Yeah. You made an error. The Chris Jenner Award for what was it, bravery or whatever?
Caitlyn Jenner, the Arthur Ashe Courage Award.
Okay, that was because he was married to a Kardashian. That wasn't anything having to do with his transition.
I mean,
You have to have a lot of courage to live in that house.
well, if you remember the time, the it was like ABC wanted to do an exclusive interview with Caitlyn Jenner post transition, and it was, all right, well, we'll give you the
That
Arthur Ashe
just
Courage
sounds insane.
Award if you agree to do the one-on-one sit down on
Yeah.
ABC. And that's, so, but apparently Pat Tillman's mom is not very happy
Yeah, she
about it.
doesn't get a say in the award, but you would think that if she's speaking out, even the hypocrisy and the idiocy. Just man, that one, yeah, that drove me
I
nuts.
mean,
Okay, what's your other
well,
story? We got to move on here.
the former Atlanta Democratic mayor, her name's Keisha Lance Bottoms.
Hmm.
She's a senior advisor to the Biden campaign. She criticized the largest newspaper in Georgia, called the Atlanta Journal Constitution. She was very mad at them because they printed in their paper that maybe it's time for Biden to step down. And this Keisha Lance Bottoms said that that is election interference and shouldn't be tolerated in American politics or journalism. And she said, well, why didn't you go after Donald Trump for all the things that he's done bad? And that came from their editorial board. And basically, they defended, obviously, their right for free speech.
Yeah, I would
But
assume.
Keisha Lance Bottoms thinks that that is election interference.
When I used to write for newspapers back when they were a thing. I wrote for Scripps Howard News Service, had a column, and we used to call the Atlanta Journal paper down there the Atlanta Journal Constipation
There you go.
because it always was having a hard time getting stuff out because it just remember the Atlanta Olympics. They were one of the forerunners of
The Richard Jewell.
yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
bad information coming out of that crowd. So
Also, great movie from Clint
yeah,
Eastwood.
yeah,
The Richard Jewell movie.
yeah,
Really good.
yeah. Okay, so mine's a, oops, sorry, hit the little camera there. Uh, do you okay? You're a father of a small child who probably eats chicken nuggets.
We're working our way there.
She hadn't eaten chicken nuggets yet.
No, I don't think she had chicken nuggets. She had little pieces of chicken.
Okay. So fast food chains are now fighting over the meal deals. Now, what was the meal deal when you were in high school, for example, at McDonald's?
Like, how much did it cost?
Yeah,
Oh shit! You used to be able to get like a McDouble, a four-piece nugget, a medium fry, and a drink for $5.
yeah. Well, there was always a dollar menu too, if you remember.
Yes, there was.
Yeah. So what they're doing now is they're fighting over. I think the consumer's going to win if you like that kind of food, but they're all launching the $5 value meal thing again. And it's a battle amongst McDonald's, Burger King, and Starbucks is so aggressive. 4 drinks for $20. That's their deal.
It's
So
not
the
bad.
competition is going hard. Now they're going back to the $5 meal deal. I got to believe the meals are smaller than when
Yeah,
you were in
probably
high school. But the one missing here is Wendy's.
because
I noticed.
they have the 4 for $4.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, and that's actually it's like
You're
you
like a
get.
fast food aficionado.
I love
Go
fast
on
food.
with it.
I'm love fast food. The for the 4 for $4, you get a medium, like a junior bacon or a junior cheeseburger, four
Yep.
piece nugget, a medium fry, and a medium drink for like and it actually comes out to like $4.30 or
So
whatever.
they're ahead of the curve.
Yeah,
The other people in it are the Grand Slam breakfast. You can get that for $5.99 all day now.
was that at Denny's?
Denny's. You ever seen the Grand Slam breakfast?
It's a big one.
When I go to South Carolina, there's
Yeah,
Denny's everywhere. Waffle House and Denny's.
sure.
Both of those places are the only places I go and eat breakfast because they don't eat breakfast.
Have you seen the new automated uh, order machines now? You just talk in like at a drive-through instead
Yeah.
of talking to a person, you
I
just
have.
talk into the computer and it
Mhm.
spits all the information back out to you.
Yeah, don't like it. Not a fan.
I'm not a fan either.
I had to go to White Castle and buy 4 milkshakes for 4 munchkins that were in my house all week,
Yeah.
and, I got in an argument with that thing. They
Yeah.
kept going, "Is that all?" And I said, "Well, I got another one coming." And then it was like we were going back and forth.
I
So
did the
I'm the
same
only
thing.
I almost broke it.
I was doing the same thing. I was just like couldn't get the answer I wanted. And then it said, 1 moment, let us call a supervisor. And then a person came on and was like, hey, what would you like? And I was just like,
A real
just do
person.
this. Yeah, like do this. But
Applebee's, Chili's, and Buffalo Wild Wings also getting in on it. This, I think, could kill them. They're doing an unlimited wings thing and half
oh
price
boy,
appetizers and a 10.99 burger meal.
not bad. I like B
No,
Dubs.
yeah, but if they go endless wings, they may go the way of Lobster, Red Lobster, who was
Yeah.
given endless shrimp. That killed him. Uh,
Yeah, it was that and a bunch of other things.
Last thing on this article I was looking
Food.
at,
Yeah.
the cost of a Big Mac now.
Oh, it's like eight
When was the
bucks.
last time you bought a Big Mac?
This was BC before Corona, so I don't know. It's probably like 4.50, $5.
Yeah, it's gone up 21% since 2019. It's $5.29.
It's expensive.
10-piece McNuggets, 9.19, up 28%.
So not 10 nuggets for 9.19. It's basically $1 a nugget.
Isn't
Sucks.
that incredible? Well, I'm sure they throw some fries in there.
Well, I mean, that's Bidenomics.
Yeah, pretty much. There is a fight over cheap toilet paper, by the way. General
Where?
Mills says that they are going to start doing more coupons and discounts. And I read this article because I found out a new word. It's called uh, bifurification. And that is
Bifurification.
bifurification. And that is a word they use that separates consumer buying. That the affluent will still buy the new and improved, the
Mm,
best top line paper towel, which they call Bounty, and
yep.
all that the triple ply toilet paper.
Sure.
Then the other group that separates them are people that are a bit more money conscious.
Sure.
I guess they go two ply, and that General Mills now apparently is going to play towards the group that is conscious of price, and they're going to aggressively put more coupons out as opposed to Procter and Gamble, who's just going to keep improving their packaging. That's what they
There
say.
you go.
So look for
You know,
General Mills products. And anything on that toilet
well, yeah.
paper?
Do you know what one of the first downturns of an economy is? The first thing to go
Toilet
from
paper?
consumer spending? Nope. Men's underwear.
Mm.
Because predominantly women have the power of the purse in the home. So they go, does my, it's money's a little tight right now. Does my husband really need new
The
underwear?
shredded
Nah.
ones he's wearing seem to
Yep.
be fine.
But there is something I will pay extra for. It's um, trash bags and Ziploc bags. I will pay extra to get like the good not industrial, but like the good version of that because there's nothing worse than having a trash bag rip when you're taking it out to the trash. That
You
sucks.
also convert those into underwear when your wife won't buy you new underwear.
Exactly.
So you've
Exactly.
worn the trash bag as kind
Yep.
of like a male diaper,
Yeah.
so to
It's
speak.
just, it's kind of like a big sack.
Uh, Last thing, real quick. Basic Fun, which is a company that distributes things like Lincoln Logs. Do kids play with Lincoln Logs anymore?
No,
I didn't think so.
no.
Uh, Tinker Toys. Well, they filed for bankruptcy. The one thing and they owned Toys R Us. Do you remember that place?
Yeah.
Gets out of
God,
business.
there was nothing worse than being teased as a kid going into Toys R Us to buy a birthday present for a friend
Hmm.
and then just like, okay, I want that on my birthday list and I want that one on my Christmas list. It was just such a tease walking through that store. It was like, I want to get that. I want to get that. I want to get that. And then you
Yeah.
walked out, just
Well,
with a present for your friend.
what I learned about this Basic Fun, they also own the brands such as Care Bears, and like I told you, Lincoln Logs. But I didn't know this. The building set Lincoln Log was invented by John Lloyd Wright, uh,
Frank Lloyd Wright's son.
son,
Interesting.
the architect who revolutionized architecture, I guess. But I didn't know
American
his
Foursquare,
son.
The Prairie,
Yeah,
Falling Water. I'm a big
didn't
Frank Lloyd Wright fan.
didn't know that he invented his son invented the Lincoln Log.
He has a Frank Lloyd Wright has a really weird history. Have you ever read about him?
Yeah, a little bit. There's a big documentary on him. I think it was on PBS.
Did was it who did the baseball in Vietnam one?
That would be Ken Burns.
Yeah, did Ken Burns do it?
Don't know, but if he hasn't, we just
If
gave
it's
him another
PBS, it's
idea
probably him. Yeah.
for a 5-year project that'll cost
Right.
$25 million. So
Yep.
keep hitting my camera. Anyhow, Ted, we are running out of time on this Wednesday. Apprentice Isabella is signaling us and flashing the red light because she wants to get this posted this morning. So we will. Everybody, you have a great Tuesday. We will be back here on Wednesday, no show Thursday. We'll have a brief show on your best 4th of July films. And that's why it's a brief show on Friday. In the meantime, everybody, have a great day. Catch us on Instagram, catch us on TikTok and YouTube. Lots of content going up on those platforms. And we appreciate you joining us here today on Grab Your Gear. Until tomorrow, for Joe, Ted, and Apprentice Isabella, see you later.